I like Michael. I'm not gonna stop playing his tunes.
Whatever they say he did that shit.
Do you think?
He did that shit straight up and down. Did that shit. It's not the first time. My whole life growing up knowing Michael Jackson, a paedophile, from seeing him.
Really?
It's been, at the end of the day, there's no smoke without fire. And
well, you're old, so
I think it's a dangerous game at the end of the day to not believe victims at the end of the day.
You can start first.
Okay, cool. I think she is going to be the next of us, to be fair. I think there are quite a few up-and-coming females in the UK scene right now, and I think that definitely she's in the top, I would even say top 3.
Yeah.
What, top tier, do you say, or top 10?
Top 3?
Yeah, I would say definitely she's within the top 3, so I think that she'll definitely be like one of the next to blow.
Who's the other 2?
Well, when it comes to females, does Steph already count? Because she's already up there. She's out. She's blown already. But she's obviously, I would say she's number 1.
Yeah.
I would say she's 2. Miss Banks is 2.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure who I place as my 3. Who would you?
Brenya is number 3, number 2, and number 1. That's who it is. It's Brenya every single time. But no, Banks is wavy though. Big up Banks.
I think she's got like a good presence around her, and I think that she's definitely got a good look as well, which does help.
Yeah.
And then obviously just like the collabs that she's had, like the fact that Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, very good look for her.
Yeah. Also, Little Mix, she performed.
Yeah, sick look. Yeah. Sick look for her as well.
So, Miss Banks, when she first started out, I wasn't really on her, but then now she's kind of like, I think she's got her like own little brand, like she's creating her own little thing going on, and I think it's great. Like her new track, Snack, is good. I feel like she's really versatile as well, which makes her different to like other rappers. Well, female. I shouldn't really, but you know what I'm trying to get at.
Next, I don't know, there's so many people coming, you don't know if it's next, but she's gonna bust, she's gonna blow. She's been here for how many years now, consistently putting in work, so it's just a matter of time until she gets that hit. And recently, the last 2 records she's put out, they're bigger records than she's ever had, so, and now obviously the Nicki thing, you know, she's exposed to a whole new fan base in this market, so yeah, I think Banks will do well, man. She's consistent, so it's just a matter of time.
Do you think the Nicki Minaj co-sign still means something in 2019?
That's a big question. No, right now, I don't know, because it's a bit iffy for her.
I think it does. I think it's techie, but I think it does still mean enough. Like to brands and stuff, once Nicki's brought you on stage, that's still like, yeah, sick, cool, you're with one of the biggest female rappers right now, even though she's not the biggest right now.
But I think also that's also a play on Nicki's side. So I think that's the way she's trying to maneuver. So by co-signing, she's trying to get people to maybe... She's trying to like rebrand,
Yeah, like look what I do. I work with this.
I am a nice person. I am helping people come up.
I hear that. I agree.
Yeah, but look, Miss Banks is talented, so.
It was just mad. When did Banks' turnaround actually happen? Because everyone was paying attention to her before, but then it's like there was this recent resurgence that she had, where everyone just started paying attention to her that bit more.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was after the collab that she done with Steph.
Maybe, I'm not gonna
lie. It was the Noma style.
I think also it could be like a power couple thing with her.
Oh, Lawrence Coley.
Yeah.
Shout my guy.
No, but to be fair, like I'm not even gonna lie. Like I'm not a massive Miss Banks fan. Like I don't really like know her too well. I don't know her music too well.
Yeah.
But I've seen her about, and then when she was going out with this guy, it's just like the blogs. They all talk about it.
You think so? You think
they
that's
all talk
what
about it a
helped?
lot, and it just, I feel like it does help because you just see it a lot of the time, and then you're thinking, oh, okay. Cool, because I'm seeing her face pop up now.
Yeah.
I'm seeing more things about her with her relationship. So I'm starting to see more things about her with her music.
Yeah.
And then the collabs. And now I'm talking about her music a lot more.
Yeah, no, I definitely like her. I think she's got a different style about her. I do. I like her more than Steph. Even though it's not a comparison thing, but yeah.
Why? Sorry.
Oh, I don't know. I just feel like she's very like down to earth. From like the the interviews that I've watched, I feel like she's very down to earth, very herself. I do like Steph, but I just feel like I can relate more to Miss Banks than I can.
I find it more. I'm more of a Steph fan just because of the amount of hits, but at the same time saying that, in every encounter I've had with Miss Banks, beautiful person, very nice, very down to earth, as you say, and very, very cool. I hope she does it. I really think she will.
Yeah, I feel like Steph. Don't get me wrong. I think she's all right. She's good at what she does. I'm not discrediting her, but I just prefer Miss Banks. I just feel like she's got that thing about her. She's like, oh.
Do you think we're as bad? So I think in the US they have a culture of pitting female artists against each other.
Yeah, of course, since the beginning of time.
Do you think we're as bad in the UK?
I think no, because we've had like, although we haven't had that many female artists, we've had like Miss Dynamite and who else is there? There was like, there's never been like
Lioness,
yeah, but they've never been like pitted against each other. They were just female MCs that we knew. So I think we have a better culture with like women here. But as time goes on, I guess we'll see now, because you got like Steph London and Miss Banks. Now, if something happens there, then I guess we could say that.
Because Steph London is on the Mariah Carey tune, which I think came out today.
Yeah.
And then obviously Miss Banks is going to do a tune with Nicki Minaj.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
so
yeah.
they can both blow in America at the same time. It's an interesting one. I'm trying to think who else we have at the moment. Brenya's coming up.
Little Sims.
Little Sims is obviously, she almost stands alone. And
yeah, because she's different, I think.
Yeah. I feel like we want to get to a stage where no one uses the term female MC in it. You're just an MC regardless of your gender. I think Little Sims has kind of already reached that plateau.
That she's just an
I think
MC.
like people just, they don't like she's a female MC.
She's just a
She's
sick lyricist.
just like, she's an MC. Like, she's hard.
She bars, yeah.
I like
So
Banks.
because of things like that.
I
I'm
think
not trying to say that her boyfriend is the reason or like he
I think Banks is cold. I thought she was cold since early old school rap days. Nothing's really changed, to be fair with you. It's just that now she's got hits, and this snack tune is mad. And that's all we wanted for Banks, was like, we all knew that she could rap, but we just wanted that single. And Day One's was a single, but we wanted more singles. And now she's done it. Like, Banks, I've already said, no one can put propaganda on her name. And if you want that, then that's no problem. I'm due to kick someone's head in, just like I did to that Handles guy on Twitter. I'm on to you as well, weirdo guy.
I like the thing that she did with Little Mix at the Brit Awards, only because like the commercial side, like for sales and for like people to really notice you from like all sort of like different
Banks
areas.
Banks is gone. I'm just waiting for the tune with her and Nicki. Like, we need an official tune with her and Nicki, but she's gone. Like, Banks is gone, and we're all for it. We all support her, and we're all happy for her. That this is the moment that she has worked hard for, and she deserves it more than anything. She definitely deserves it.
Look, I grew up in Streatham. Teachers were giving man tests. Same time the man them were giving out testers. I got paintings giving man stress. I ain't got to sex it, message or text it. I don't want to do you and
I think that Psychodrama, honestly, I think it's a masterpiece. Like the whole album, the way it's crafted. Did you listen to it?
Yeah.
From the number one track to the
To
right,
the last one,
in order.
Yeah, 100%.
Like you go on a journey, you go on a journey with this album, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even a massive fan of bodies of work. Like I like more like singles. I like one songs that can just make me dance. So I listened to this. I put time aside to listen to this because I was serious about this album, and it just like exceeded all my expectations. Maybe a little bit biased because I like Love Dave, but like,
it makes sense.
his work is just amazing. Like how eloquent he is and how he gets through things through his music at such a young age, just being such a young boy, is just so like inspiring. And for him to just like move people through his music.
I've said, to be honest with you, with Dave, I've had quite a few debates with a few people about this project where they've said to me, oh, Chris, I see you rating it online. I don't even think it's that good.
Yeah.
They think he's boring. Someone tried to call him the UK J. Cole. And how I've responded back to it, I've said, first and foremost, this guy's 20 years old. For him to make music, to be a voice for that younger generation and make music that myself as a 27-year-old can resonate with, that's sick.
Yeah.
Because I can't even have music that certain 25 or 27 or 30-year-old guys can make that I can relate to and feel like, oh, this is actually kind of deep. I do hear what people say about it being monotone, fair enough. But overall, I think the project, I'm going to make a bold statement here. I think Psychodrama, J Huss's album, Common Sense, and Ghetto Gospel 2 are the only 3 really good UK albums that have come out within the last 5 years. If I be
Within
very,
the
very
last
honest.
5 years, that's
In the
quite a
last
lot of time.
5
though.
years. The only exception that I can think of that will be on there is Wretch's album.
Yeah.
Is it 3-2?
Yeah. I know
That
what
one,
you mean.
that album, and probably Kano, Made in a Manor.
2 babes.
My babes. Yeah, no, I love Dave. I think he's really good at storytelling. And because he's so young as well, I feel like he's been through a lot to be able to put his life kind of in a song. And it's just like putting it in such a beautiful way. Like there's a track called Leslie on there. I think that everyone probably knows about it. I think it's just, I don't know. There's something different about him, like compared to what I've heard before.
It's a masterpiece. It's
Yeah.
better than the mixtape, by far. The Game Over EP thing.
Oh yeah,
Much
100%.
better. It was nice. Streatham gave a nice vibe to it, especially being from the ends. It's lovely. It's lovely.
You from Streatham?
Mitcham, innit? I can claim every area of Mitcham surrounding areas. So yeah,
Croydon?
Streatham. No, I'm not Croydon. No, Mitcham,
Oh, okay.
Mitcham. But Streatham's a banger. The video is cold video. Leslie obviously is a banger. The location with Burna Boy.
Can you send
That's
me
a
the
big
location?
tune. And then you got the J Huss one as well. And then you got Environment as well. It's a solid album, man. I think this is Dave's best body of work. Obviously, it's one of his only ones, but it's arguably the best one so far.
Other than that, I don't think any other album has come onto that level that those albums are on.
Yeah.
Reason being is like, as you said, it's an album of substance. It's a story from the beginning to the end. The last time we've had a story like that and it's been in the eyes of popular culture, that was a story throughout it, was probably Good Kid, Mad City. You know, and where it was telling the story of him growing up in Compton. I feel like Dave was doing exactly the same, of speaking about, you know, the good and bad of growing up in South London, and just the trials and tribulations he's had to face and everyone's had to face. And he's covered such specific topics, you know, race, his brother being in jail, towards women, towards abuse, domestic abuse, down towards relationships. I think that everything he just covered in there, and it's sick.
I know the people that you, because I've seen it as well, the whole like it's boring thing.
Yeah.
It's just the thing, like, if you want music where you can go to a club and you can dance to, okay, maybe Dave's not the person for you, like, and that's okay, like, to say that. Yeah. Because, I mean, he's got tunes like, No Words or whatever. Like,
yeah, but even Location was a tune that you
you can
play in
dance,
the
you can
club.
vibe to that,
Even
100.
the last tune, what was the tune before Drama? The singing along type tune.
Voices.
Yeah, Voices.
Yes,
Yeah,
I love
even
that song.
That's like a festival tune.
Yeah.
So I feel like some people, they're just kind of contradicting themselves because everyone was saying the same point of, it sounds boring. But it's just like, that's just a popular opinion that people love to push on social media. The same way that they push the thing of Drake is a culture vulture.
Yeah.
J. Cole's boring. Stormzy makes songs for...
It's a bandwagon thing. Everyone just jumps onto the bandwagon. When one person says, oh yeah, you know what, it's boring.
Yeah.
Like, I would respect it if it's actually one person who voices that and they feel like it, without everybody just jumping onto that.
Yeah.
But there's so many songs out there right now where if you want to just have a quick dance, if you want to shake your ass, like whatever, you can go and you can listen to those songs. But if you want something to mean something a little bit more, have some substance, then this is a perfect album for you to just get in your feels.
Before Dave as well, it's like what we said about Banks earlier, for him to win in general, I think this number one, actually, he did deserve it.
Yeah.
More than anything. He really, really did deserve it. And it's just seeing the growth of him from 3-4 years that it's been. It's mad. It's mad from Black Box literally till now. It's absolutely crazy. And before it, man.
But if you listen to his Black Box, like, you do know that this guy has always been so, like, with things that he's saying, it's so raw. And it's so, like, Black Box, it brought tears, like, to my eyes.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I was crying, but it, like...
Are you sure? You're tough, right?
Yeah, I'm tough,
right?
But you know when he's, like, he's talking about his brother and, like, things that he's been through at such a young age.
Yeah.
From then, I was like, boy.
Do you know what's so sick about about this project, the way it ends? Even the voice note that his brother actually sends to him, where he talks about... basically David in the Bible, that he was the last selected son and he was the chosen one from God to do, I think it was like, I forgot who it was. Oh, was it? It wasn't Abraham. I forgot who it was. but that basically like, he was the one that was, all his brothers weren't chosen, but he was the one that was selected to do it, and his brother resonates it with him and says, you know exactly what you need to do, so say no more.
The records it broke speak for itself, and I think he's set pace now. So now every other rapper in the scene now, the Stormzy's, the J Hus when he comes out, they're looking at that from a competitive angle. I assure you, they're going to be looking at that thinking, what, 20 million streams in a week? Okay, that's what we're up against. So they've set pace for the year, and hopefully now we'll see people break them records and, you know, go into more this year. I think these categories at the award shows this year, it's going to be much more tighter to call than it has ever been. So.
What's your favourite song off the album?
Of the album, Streatham. It's definitely Streatham's the single. I can't even lie. It's that, and then it's a close second with Burna Boy song.
Yeah, I like that tune. I like the one with J Hush as well. I feel like when they go back to back, it's just like, oh.
It was nice. Leslie was nice. It was 10 minutes long. I would love to see that be put into a short film. I would love him to hook up with Rapman or something and make something for that. But yeah, the whole overall, I thought it was a solid album. It was much easier to listen to. I think normally with Dave, I kind of feel it's like Kendrick. It's like you have to be in a mood to listen to him. But this album was a bit easier to listen to than I expected it to be. So yeah, it was cold.
There's no thoughts of this is wrong or anything like that.
He told me if they ever found out what we were doing, he and I would go to jail for the rest of our lives.
Secrets will eat you up. You feel so alone.
I want to be able to speak the truth as loud as I had to speak the lie for so long.
It's a bit of a sticky one.
Do you know what?
How many sides 3 times before you started talking?
I don't think he did it, man. I think Michael loved the kids, but not like that. And I feel like, man, I don't want to put aside what those guys said in the documentary, because if it did happen, then it's a really messed up thing. But if they're lying and it didn't happen, like, this is a whole man's legacy. Like, this is something serious, and I would hate to believe that people could be so evil to create a storyline like this, because I've been hearing things about the guys that made this documentary, so I don't.
Yeah, and I don't want to. Okay, first of all,
it's my MJ, man.
I don't want to use the words documentary because it's 2 men telling their side of the story
with no other biases,
input from other people, other sides, all of this. Second of all, I don't know if Michael Jackson did it or not. I feel like at this stage in 2019, people made up their minds. You either think he did it or you don't believe he did it. That's on the onus.
Is that how he does it? Do I think he's innocent? You know what? It's a very tough one, because there's a lot of people that are coming out of the woodwork saying a certain, celebrity has done X, Y, and Z to them. But it's like you don't know, not that you don't know who to believe, but it's just like, oh, like, what? Have I fucked up? Okay, cool. No, but like on a real though, no, but if someone, like, for an example, the R. Kelly situation, yeah, cool, like, I'm sure a lot of people got paid from keeping quiet, etc., and all of that stuff. But like, I feel like now that now they've seen that, it's just like, oh, maybe we can earn money off it. But I'm not saying that it might have not happened, because it might have. So I can't really but I don't think. I like Michael. I'm not gonna stop playing his tunes.
Whatever they say he did that shit.
Do you think?
He did that shit straight up and down. Did that shit. It's not the first time. My whole life growing up knowing Michael Jackson was a paedophile from seeing him.
Really?
It's been, at the end of the day, there's no smoke without fire. And
well, you're old, so I think
exactly.
I don't really know
it's a dangerous game at the end of the day to not believe victims. At the end of the day, I think that sets a dangerous precedent.
Yeah.
I feel if this was women coming forward, Michael Jackson will be guilty to much more people than they are.
Yeah, but then how do you know that for sure? Because people.
Well, we don't know, because he didn't like little girls, he liked little boys. But like in the end of the day, it would have been, I feel it would have been taken a bit more sensitively, because this guy has gone into court and said Michael Jackson's innocent, and now years later he's saying he's guilty. People are like, well, hold on, how can you just change your mind? But sex abuse victims, they go through a lot of different things psychologically,
yeah.
And obviously he just had his child, so obviously in just having his child, maybe just woke him up.
Who did?
The victim.
Guy, I thought.
So the victim. I mean, you've got Vanity Fair did a good article where it was like 10 clear facts, not no opinions, facts on what you cannot dismiss. Whether you think Michael Jackson's innocent or not, go and check that out, because at the end of the day, when Geordie Chandler was accused, they drew a outline of a penis from the bottom angle, and they said draw the vitiligo. He drew the
What's one of
vitiligo.
these?
Huh?
What's a vitiligo?
Vitiligo, the skin condition. So Michael Jackson's penis isn't gonna be like all white like that. It's gonna be like patchy and shit. So nah, for real, patchy penis. And now from there, obviously, the Geordie Chandler, we shouldn't even laugh about hey ho. But Geordie Chandler basically has drawn the vitiligo on the penis.
Yeah.
And then the feds have looked at Michael Jackson's penis and been like, right, it
Lovely.
matches up.
No, they're only going to be shriveled up and like.
No,
ashy
obviously
or
not
whatever.
when he's dead. They looked at it when he was alive,
Oh,
innit?
right.
Obviously, Bus Case, he had money. But
Yeah.
then you look at the porn that they found in Michael Jackson's room had 7-year-old fingerprints on it. Bit weird, like why is a 7-year-old
Okay,
in the room?
yeah.
Bit
That
ditch,
is
but hey, he's
nasty.
innocent, you know. And you know, man, he's just guilty as fuck, man.
The man made Thriller. He made Off the Wall. That's enough.
Wait, what does that mean?
He made Thriller. Do you know how amazing that album is? He made Off the Wall. Do you know how amazing that album
doesn't
is?
matter.
That disregards anything you can accuse the
Absolutely
man
not.
of.
It doesn't.
Anything.
Listen. It doesn't disregard
It
child
disregards any.
abuse.
Okay.
It
all
does
right.
not disregard child abuse.
Okay. With that, I hear that. I do hear that.
7
100%.
to 10 years
Where do these kids come from?
What do you mean?
Where do these kids come from?
These are stage kids. These are like actors. They're people in commercials. They were the dancers.
Yeah.
These are all the kids that were
Why
there.
did their parents allow them to even sleep in a bed with Michael Jackson?
I've said this before. I completely agree. There is like, you know, the parents, but it doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, what Michael Jackson is being accused of,
What is he being accused of?
he's being
New.
accused of
'Cause-
sexually abusing young children and touching them, sleeping with them.
Isn't this the same
being
thing that he was
inappropriate
accused
towards
of
them.
time ago?
Yeah.
When he was alive?
Yeah.
And there was a whole documentary with Rahman or whatever I forgot what the guy's name is. I don't even want to disrespect the things. But, so that same thing has just been resonated again.
But it doesn't mean, just because it's come up again
I
after
mean,
he
resurrected again, sorry. Before
after
you guys
he
get on to me.
died, it doesn't mean that it didn't happen. That's the thing. It doesn't mean it didn't happen. And I mean, I think R. Kelly and Michael Jackson, they're in the same boat.
No, they're not! The
They
guy
are
made
in
Off the Wall.
It doesn't...
Do you
His
know how
music is
beautiful that song is?
amazing. His music is amazing.
Do you know how
You
beautiful
can't
that
take
album
that
is?
away from him. But
Yep.
it doesn't mean that he is incapable of doing horrible things.
Didn't do it.
It's to children. Like, I don't even know if you understand.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Do you have like younger people in your life,
Of
younger
course,
cousins? Just
yeah.
imagine them being abused
You know what the mad thing is,
by
though?
some weird guy.
You know what the mad thing is, though?
What?
My kids will never be in a bed with Michael Jackson.
This is on you, innit? Yeah, you can go and decide whether you think he did it. The point is, when he was alive, he faced allegations from, I want to say like 1991.
Yeah.
Federal investigations, all of this stuff until the point that he died and he was found either not guilty or case was cleared, whatever. The man is now passed and it's been what, 10 years? 10 years since his death. So
whole
29
decade.
years, 29 years you've been investigating this, and the investigation, the actual federal official investigation has shut. And the guy is now dead and buried, yeah? I'm not saying that it's unfair for victims to speak out, but I am saying that it's unfair to create a media uproar and storm
Yeah.
over somebody that was cleared and cases were closed over that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, especially when they're passed, like when they're dead.
Can't defend himself.
Yeah, like if somebody is alive, by all means go and do it. And I don't like people draw parallels to the R. Kelly case, which is
Different.
different because A, he's alive. So
B, there was evidence.
yeah, there's evidence. There's literally tons of evidence. There's nothing that we have seen that has been called justifiable evidence in court. So for that reason, let the man
Rest in
just
peace.
rest. Yeah, rest.
Like
in
a whole
peace, like.
Macaulay Culkin said the guy didn't touch him. Like, that guy...
Guilty is sin. But as we're gonna say, I don't know. It could be a setup to get the black man down. That's bullshit, man. You gotta call out the people that's guilty in this community when they are guilty. And I think this guy here, no way, he's guilty as fuck. Same way R. Kelly's guilty. But you know, it's very mad to see the contrasting thing of women and men at the moment being victims, and you see the difference. But he did that shit. Don't care. Get Kanan. Put a little bit of Kanan in this clip and be like, yo, he did that shit, man. Boom.
No. Then
That's how I conclude it.
Neither will
My
mine.
kids will never be in a bed
But
with
maybe
Michael
somebody
Jackson.
else's is. Does that mean that it's like
Why?
it's okay?
Why were they in the bed with him? Who said that they're allowed
But why
to be?
was Michael Jackson touching them inappropriately?
No, I
That's
agree.
the-
That's
that is
messed
the
up.
main
I agree a
thing.
1,000,000% that's messed up. But my thing is, why did their parents allow them to sleep in the bed with him in the first place? More than anything. What did these parents think was going to end up happening? Don't you think that's a bit weird? Imagine now if I say, oh, I want my kids to sleep in a bed with Stormzy or with, I don't know, with flipping, I don't know, anyone, or Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
You'd be like, what the hell? This doesn't make no sense.
Of course. I wouldn't allow my children to do that either. They're not going to anybody who's like, I don't care.
Doesn't make no sense.
They are. They could be my favourite person in the world, like artist
Mm-hmm.
or celebrity. They're not going to go in a room and I'm just going to stand outside.
So is Michael Jackson cancelled now? He can never be cancelled. He made off the wall. Simple as that.
I think it's a
Made off
tricky
the
one,
wall.
you know. It's a tricky situation.
Gotta get that 9 to 5 up on the shelf and just enjoy yourself. Do you know how beautiful that song? Nah. You can never cancel Michael Jackson. How? Nah.
I think you can.
Nope, didn't do it.
I think you definitely
Didn't
can.
do it.
At the end of the day, the people that are coming out and saying this kind of stuff, they're all accusations. Like until we see some like proper hard evidence, we don't really know.
You see, with
but
R.
the
Kelly,
things
it's
that
different.
he's getting accused of,
Yeah.
it's like on that level where I could drop him.
You know
so
what it is? With R. Kelly, we saw proof. There was proof on everything.
Yeah, R.
With
Kelly.
Michael Jackson, it's just word of mouth. That's all it's been. Correct me if I'm wrong. And please do correct me if I'm wrong. All this has been is word of mouth. He's been accused of this how many years ago? He made off the wall.